Jackson, first of all, a very tight game at the weekend against St Helens. You must be over that now, but a very good performance from your side.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of positives you can take out of a performance like that, but there's obviously a lot of disappointment and negatives you can take as well. I suppose the last 15 minutes when we were ahead by 14, the good teams closed them games out, and unfortunately for us, we weren't good enough to close it out on the night. And to St Helens' credit, they've been at the top for a long time now, and good teams come back and find a way to win. And as you said, you just got to tip your hat to a team like St Helens that can claw their way back like that. But a lot of credit to our team, coming from 16-0 down, away from home. Not too many things went our favour, to be fair, and we turned up with such a great attitude and spirit. And we're unlucky, but at the end of the day, we lost, and on to next week where we need to get the 2 points.
Yeah, big game. We'll come on to the Anfield factor in a moment, but it's a massive game against Hull Kingston Rovers. They've got things to fight about to move away from the bottom end of the table, but for yourself, there's that big carrot of the top 5 still up there.
Yeah, definitely. They're a great team, mate. I was talking to Joel Tompkins on Monday at Anfield to promote the Magic Weekend, and they're a very, very good team. They've proven that. We had to come from behind early on in the year to beat them. They come from behind to beat us. It's so close, and I think it goes to show how close the competition is for us to be where we're at and for them to be where they're at. They would obviously be disappointed, and they want to climb the ladder as quick as possible too. So there's carrots for both teams, but at the end of the day, you've got to take the emotion out of games like this, and you just got to go out there and perform the way that you want to perform. Because unfortunately, last time against KR, we, our attack was awful and our defence was worse. So we definitely need to improve to beat them.
The thing with this sport is you can't have an off day at the moment. The league is so tight, you have to be on it every single week. And
I think that's great for Super League. There's not such that big divide in, Warrington are going to go out and play such and such and win by 50. I think that everyone keeps talking about us being a little bit of a surprise packet and things like that, but I feel like if you look for our team, we've got blokes that have played for New Zealand, blokes that have won comps, blokes that have done a lot of great things in the game, and I think they're slowly starting to get the respect they deserve. Me and Rob Louis get a lot of plaudits and a lot of praise, but I feel like people like Lee Mossop, Gil Dudson, that work tirelessly every single week for us in the middle. George Griffin makes 40 tackles a week, has 15 carries without fail. These blokes that turn up and graft for us to be able to play off the back off deserve all the praise in the world. And as Wallo's touched on, we're a team of 17. We're not a team of superstars that can just win if one bloke's having a good game. We need everyone to contribute, and I think the best games we've played this year, we've done that. So, yeah, I just want to give a shout out to those boys that go unnoticed, because they do a lot of the hard stuff that makes it easier for us.
It's always the pretty boys, as Gary Schofield always says at the back, that get all the credit, but those ones who have the broken noses, who get beaten up week in, week out, they're the ones who set the platform for you.
Definitely. Moose plays and Gil plays with injuries every single week without fail. They get jabbed up and they just get on with it. I think they've come from a very tough school. They've both been at Wigan. They've both seen it all before. Moose has done some great things in the game, being in the NRL, and they're two very good leaders of ours, and they don't just lead with their words, they lead with their actions, and it's a pleasure to play behind.
Anfield this week, what was it like going there on Monday just to get a taste of things?
I said it before, I was getting goosebumps actually. It's crazy to think, Blake Austin's touched on this before, just a kid from Australia, never realised that you'd get the chance to play at such an iconic ground with such rich history. And I've been lucky to go there to watch some Champions League games and sit and watch the talent on show, and for the roles to sort of get reversed, and for us to lace the boots up and grace that field, something that I'll never ever forget, and something that I'll be extremely proud of when my career's over. But I really want to win there and get the 2 points, which is most important.
It's just 2 competition points on offer this weekend, but does it feel different? Is there a different kind of nerves when you go out there at a completely different stadium like this one?
Yeah, I think so. It's a neutral ground, obviously, for every team, and then obviously the Magic Weekend and all the hype around it creates that buzz and atmosphere where all teams are going to be there. But I think in situations like this, you need good leaders, and you need to be level-headed, and you need to take the emotion out of it. The funny thing about footy is people can play on emotion for about 10 minutes, and then it all becomes about rugby league. And so I think for us, not getting overwhelmed and overawed by the actual occasion and the stadium we're playing at, and accept it for what it is, and then once you're finished playing, then soak it up and then go around and appreciate what you just done. But I'm looking forward to obviously playing at the ground, but I really want to win as well. So it's easier said than done, but we'll see how we go on the weekend.